My name is Tyler Pritchard. I was 19 when this happened. A second-year student at Greenridge University. My dad walked out on us in early 2019, said he needed space, and then vanished to Florida with some woman whose name we never learned. Mum picked up double shifts at the senior care facility, but bills kept piling up. I juggled odd jobs, shelf stocking at a hardware store, dishwashing at a diner, even working nights as a janitor. My grades tanked. The only place that finally hired me was Tony's Pizza off Glover Road. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid mileage and came with free slices. By mid-September, I had the routine down. Bag, phone, order slip, and the battered Mazda my mum let me borrow. Most weeknights were quiet. Dorms, hospitals, the occasional house. But one Tuesday night changed everything. It was around 7:40 p.m. Light rain misting the windshield. My next order, a large sausage pie paid online, heading to 5419 Hemlock Street, Suite 3F. That address led me to an old industrial stretch, somewhere I'd only glimpsed from the highway. I pulled up to what looked like a derelict auto shop. Rusted, siding, shattered signage, weeds swallowing the driveway. A dim floodlight blinked above a half-open bay door. No doorbell. I knocked on the metal frame. A voice inside croaked, "Come in, kid, door sticks." I hesitated. Company rules say don't go inside, but he added, "My leg's busted, can't get to the door, just past the entrance." It felt dumb to argue over a few steps. I walked in. A single workbench lamp lit the cavernous room. I spotted the man leaning on a crutch near a car lift. Mid-50s grungy cap, shorts despite the cold. As I approached, something caught my eye. His name tag on a rusty cabinet read Martel Auto Repair, but the receipt had said Derek Jensen. Mismatch. He pointed at a folding table. "Set it down there. Cash tips under the lid." As I placed the box, I felt uneasy. That's when another voice cut through the air. "Need help, Pops?" A younger guy stepped from the shadows, hood up, torn jeans, wide grin. Before I could react, something sharp jammed into my back. Zip ties went on fast, tight enough to cut circulation. They grabbed my phone, tossed it to the side, and marched me toward a stairwell I hadn't even noticed. Downstairs was a concrete room with a single dangling bulb and the stench of oil and mildew. They tied my ankles and looped a rope through an eye bolt in the floor. Smart move, no chance of escape. The older man knelt, hit record on my phone. "Say your mum's number." I gave it to them. They called using a burner. I heard my mum's voice tremble. "Hello." The kid spoke. "We've got your son. Bring $10,000. You've got 15 minutes to agree." Then they hung up. I sat there with just a dusty space heater buzzing nearby. I remembered all the news stories. Kids snatched off the streets. I managed to drag the heater closer, trying to soften the zip ties with heat. Didn't work. 15 minutes later, they returned. Mum's voice again, shaky but steady. "I have the money. Please, don't hurt him." We didn't have that kind of cash. She was bluffing. They told her to drop the money behind a warehouse by 9 p.m. No tricks, or else. Then everything changed. At 8:45, the garage door rumbled above. The older man left to check. A few seconds later, boom! A voice yelled, "Police! Show your hands!" The kid panicked, drew a knife. But he slipped on the oil-slicked floor just as two officers stormed the room. One covered me, the other cut the restraints. Upstairs, more cops tackled the older man. A black van waited outside, side door open. Turned out Mom had gone straight to the cops. They packed a fake duffel with shredded newspaper, wired it with GPS, and ambushed the pickup team. Back at the station, I gave a full statement. They let us go just after dawn. I quit the pizza job the next day. Story 2. This happened about a year ago in rural Tennessee, late at night during my shift with the Hollow County Sheriff's Office. I saw a car swerving in the wrong lane. I flipped my lights and pulled him over. The driver was a black male with dreadlocks, late 20s. I asked him to pull into a nearby driveway to get off the road. He complied. I approached again and introduced myself. "Sir, I'm Deputy Ray Morgan. Pulled you over because you were all over the road." He immediately apologized and mumbled something about adjusting his hair. I asked if he'd been drinking. "Nah, man, I don't drink or smoke." That was a lie. I could smell the weed. He said the car belonged to his mum. Name on the license, Keith DeLoach. Everything matched in the system. Still, I radioed for backup. I asked him to step out since the car reeked. He refused and said, "I'm not consenting to a search." I reminded him that I had probable cause based on the smell alone. Just then, my partner Deputy Grant arrived. He backed me up and ordered Keith to step out. Keith slammed the door shut. Grant opened it again, and we tried to get him out. He fought hard, stronger than he looked. Grant pulled his taser and gave a warning. Keith ignored it. First zap, no effect. He closed the door again. Second zap. Keith screamed but still fought us. I leaned in to unbuckle him, but he resisted. Third zap. This time, I caught part of it and stumbled back, stunned. Keith took that moment to roll up his window. And then I saw the gun. He raised it and fired, twice into Grant, once into my leg. I limped to cover, calling for help. Keith got out and fired at Grant again as he drove off. I fired back, then collapsed near a parked car. Bystanders rushed to help me. I kept screaming for Grant, but he didn't respond. He died before backup arrived. Keith escaped. The mayor offered a $10,000 reward. A 5-day manhunt followed. He was caught hiding in an apartment less than 30 miles from the scene. He was charged with